The Los Angeles Lakers lost to the Phoenix Suns 109 to 105 last night. The biggest headline story of this game is that LeBron James looked old. He looked washed up last night. He looked like a man who's going to turn 40 pretty soon. In this game, he shot 3 for 14 from the field overall, which is 21%, which is putrid. It's a terrible shooting. It's what you call god awful. But with that being said, I'm going to be fair. Does this mean that LeBron is washed up permanently right now? No, I would say he still has some stuff left in his gas tank, as they would say. It just shows that essentially that LeBron is showing his age. I know people are going to say you're a hater, that every time LeBron plays well, people say he's old. But it shows that no matter how great of in shape you are, once you get to LeBron's age, you're going to just have days where your body just stiffens up or freezes up and you look very rusty. No amount of conditioning can really stop that from happening. So I'm sure he'll have a bounce back game the next game or two where he gets over 20 points on like 50% shooting, and people will say LeBron's back and everything is good. But one thing I'll say I noticed about this game is throughout this game, all of LeBron's shots were just like contested. There was never really a shot from what I could remember that he was able to get off without his Suns player being able to contest him and being up in his face and forcing him to take a tough shot. So that to me really stood out in that regard, because a lot of times LeBron couldn't really use his quick first step to get by a defender. He was able to do it a few times. He was able to use his quick step to get by one defender, but in the Suns' case, they were able to recover very quickly with the help defender in the paint to cut him off from getting an easy layup or a dunk. And in some cases, he actually got swatted, I believe, a few times from what I remember last night. So that to me was very interesting. I think that really showed his age, because prime LeBron could easily get by defenders on like every possession with his just super out of this world athleticism. So that's just another sign to me that he's getting older. And I think the subtle signs people should read into this is like when I made a video earlier, just like a week ago, about how he's now deferring to Anthony Davis more often than he's ever done in the past. And I don't think this is like him deferring out of like the goodness of his heart that he wants Anthony Davis to be the man and he wants him to have great success and whatnot. No, I don't think that is this type of deal. I think it's LeBron secretly recognizing that he can't be the go-to guy every night anymore, that his body's just not going to allow it. So he has to defer to Anthony Davis to preserve himself, to be able to have more energy to play in these games without just being tired out towards the end of the year. That's really what I think this is. And in this game, again, he really deferred to Anthony Davis. Think about it. He only had 13 shot attempts. And LeBron really does decide how many shot attempts everybody's going to get, including himself. He's just always been a ball-dominant player. But in this game, he allowed Anthony Davis to take 24 shots, which were nearly twice as many shots as he took, if you think about that. And you look at the offense, it was just distributed, just I would say evenly, because you look at these other guys' shot attempts. Austin Reeves had like 15 shot attempts in this game. Deloading had 13 shot attempts. Hachimura had 18. So LeBron is getting everybody involved, and I think is strategic, which is a smart strategy in the sense that he's trying to get the offense more movement, more involvement, so he doesn't have to work that hard to get his points this season. Excuse me. So I wonder how long LeBron's going to keep this up, because it's not his nature to be this inclusive of everybody getting their shots up. Granted, he's always been a great playmaker, but he's never really been like this throughout his career. But I think this is a sign that he's definitely getting older and he has to preserve himself, as they say. So that's really all I had to say about this.